Hi everyone, Liane here. I hope you're doing well. I'm filming at a very different time of day. In fact, it's bedtime here, and I'm also filming in a different part of the house. So I feel like the vibe already is very laid back and relaxed, more relaxed than I generally am. I have 5 pens that are inked up for the month of April. And as you know, if you watched my March Currently Inked, I was quite obsessed with Herbin's Terre de Feu. I'm still in love with this ink, so we'll feature that. Also, my Sailor Pro Gear. I did have it in L'Armée de Cassis, but I wanted to see how it would pair with other inks. And I have this inked in Herbin's Rusty Anchor. So why don't we go ahead and get started with my Sailor Pro Gear. Every rose has its thorn. It is a 21 karat gold nib in a hard medium fine. And I have it inked with Herbin's Rusty Anchor. I have my glass teaspoon. Oh, I think this is the way to go to do these currently inked videos near the end of the day, because it's so meditative to do this. This is Rusty Anchor. I haven't had the best of luck as far as inking this up in a pen and liking the end product. I felt that it has been too light for my taste. However, in my Sailor Pro Gear, it seems to work perfectly well, and it has the kind of the color and the depth that I really like. Okay. It's not a 14, it's actually a 21 karat nib. Absolutely gorgeous. And with this pen and ink pairing, inked in this pen, it really comes out to be like a darker brown, or like a pinky brown ink. Be a nice segue to Herbin's Terre de Feu, which is inked in my Pelikan 140. This is in a fine flex, 14 karat gold nib. And I would say especially this writing sample compared to this, they look very similar. Let's see. This is definitely one of my favorite inks. It's a lot like painting with watercolor. And on camera, it might look similar, or it might look, yeah, it might look as similar as it does to me. Very, very beautiful colors. Okay, and it's inked in this vintage pen. Very wet and juicy writer. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, this is it was, oh, forgive me. I don't know. I'm having a little bit of a brain fart there, but I don't know if it's 140 NN. It might just be something I'm making up. This is in a 14 karat gold, fine flex nib. It's soft, it's bouncy, and well loved. And I really like the green gray color on the body here. So gorgeous. Another Herbin ink. This is Gris Nuage, cloudy gray. And I love this ink because I don't typically like to use gray inks, but this one has like a subtle lavender color to it. And it seems to be a very wet ink. Oh, it really looks like a cloud. So beautiful. I'm telling you, I've really come to appreciate Herbin's inks. They've quickly become some of my favorites. And I think it's because they have a very vintage, muted look to them. Oh. Part of the experience of writing with fountain pens is the ASMR quality to it, the way that the nibs scratch the page. It's such a pleasing sound. Okay, this next pen is my Kaweco Dia2. I believe they call it the Dia2, but on the pen body it says Kaweco Dia. And this is in an extra fine nib, steel nib as well. And I have it inked with, oh, actually, it's inked with Diamine Prussian blue, and I only have it in cartridge format. So I have an ink syringe here that I'm going to use to extract some of it. Hopefully that should be enough ink. This is also one of my favorites. I don't typically like blue inks, but this one, I think because in line with the vintage muted look, I have really enjoyed it for planning because, as you might have known, I've been doing all of my journaling in my Passport Traveler's Company notebook. And so I've needed to write a lot more small, and this Kaweco Dia in an extra fine nib has been able to give me a very fine line, which I've enjoyed. And it's a bit of a drier pen, or a drier writer. And so this pen and ink combination has been just the perfect match for my daily planning. Oh, so pretty. Okay, last but not least is my Platinum 3776 in Shape of Heart. Rose gold detailing, hardware, fine nib, and it's 14 karat gold. And this has also been a favorite writer of mine so far. It's inked with Colorverse Able, and I'm really sad that Able is only 5 milliliters. I'm gonna look online later and see if they have a larger bottle, because this has been so perfect for my Platinum 3776. And it's also kind of has a vintage muted color to it, or vibe. Let's see. Oh, I love it so much. And this is one of those inks that I've just had in my collection for a long time and just haven't gotten around to using it. And now, inked in this pen, it's one of my favorite pen and ink combinations this year. Wow. I hope you can see how gorgeous these inks look together. Looking at them right now, they all look like your standard sorts of inks. There's no sheen. There is some shading. You can really see the shading in the Pelikan and Terre de Feu. Or is it Terre de Feu? Oh my goodness. Okay. But you can see how these two are very related to each other. This is just slightly darker. Rusty Anchor looks beautiful in the Sailor Pro Gear, and I believe it's because it's just a wetter writer. And Gris Nuage is beautiful in the TWSBI Eco. That really looks like a gray cloud. Looks most like a cloud. And then Diamine Prussian Blue, beautiful. Has a little bit of like a subtle dark blue sheen. Very subtle. It's not really a sheening ink. And then Colorverse Able, beautiful, sort of like a verdigris color. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, that is my currently inked for the month of April. Let's see. Do that. Oops, I have it in the wrong order. There we go. Okay. Well, you'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know down below which ones are your favorites. And I will catch you in my next video. Take care. Bye.